trying to finish up a 5-mile run, and next thing I know, I get kind of flung through the air. And
a man with a warning to those who drink on the Labor Day holiday. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Ketz. Bob has the holiday off. Every 51 minutes, someone is killed by a drunk driver. And according to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, that statistic jumps to 1 every 34 minutes over the Labor Day weekend. Tonight, we're learning more about the consequences through the eyes of a DWI crash survivor. KARK4's Shannon Miller traveled to Russellville to share the story of Ryan Risher.
And Ashley, the 25-year-old says his life has been forever changed, both physically and emotionally. But he is now turning what happened to him on a Russellville road a year ago to his life's mission.
Just a little bit over a year.
On O Street in Russellville is a story Arkansas Tech student Ryan Risher says is his to tell to whoever he can.
He was driving a 3/4-ton truck.
Risher was training for an upcoming marathon.
Next thing I know, I get kind of flung through the air. And
when he was suddenly hit from behind by a drunk driver.
My shoes had gotten flung off, and the one was just like covered in road rash and everything, and I passed back out after that, and then...
Risher says he landed 50 feet away in this front yard, barely able to breathe and spitting up blood.
You could hear the sirens coming. They were like, they're coming for you. You're going to be okay.
Risher says he broke his rib, foot, and had a concussion and couldn't walk for more than a month.
Never saw all the kind of other repercussions of this.
Now, 1 year later, he's sharing his story from this road as a reminder to anyone considering getting behind the wheel after drinking.
Why do you want to put yourself in a position to potentially harm, your family, your friends, yourself?
Risher says he's still constantly in pain at his part-time job after being on his feet for several hours and feels the financial pinch after paying for medical expenses.
Coming right here off of Detroit to get back onto O Street, and right at the top of that hill was where I was going to do my cool down.
While what happened on this road changed his life forever, Risher says it's taken him on a new route to help prevent the same thing from happening to someone else.
It's kind of a blessing in disguise, I guess, to be in a position now where I can share it with people.
And Ryan says this was the second time that driver had been arrested for DWI. He agreed to a plea deal with the man earlier this spring that put the driver behind the bars for 6 months. Ashley.
Thanks, Shannon. And according to Russellville Police, there have been 5 DWI arrests so far this weekend as part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. And it has been several years since a Central Arkansas woman lost her daughter and her granddaughter. The deaths have made this holiday one of heartbreak. Tonight, the mom is dealing with more bad news after her home catches fire. KARK's Ken Bufa is back from the scene where relatives are believing divine intervention kept the mother alive.
Ashley, as everyone barbecues and enjoys the day off, this holiday for this mother has been a memory of pain. And as fire ripped through this North Little Rock home, the owner tells me she escaped untouched and feels a guardian was by her side. West 22nd Street, around 2 p.m. Firefighters flood the North Little Rock Road. The owner, officials say, was cleaning her stove when chemicals caught fire.
Had some flammable liquids near the stove. Caught the kitchen on fire.
Family says after the flames erupted, divine intervention helped the mother escape unharmed.
I just think it's just a guardian angel watching over her and just protecting her.
The Angels, family says, is Carla Knight's daughter, Naisha Anderson, and granddaughter, Asia. The 19-year-old suffered a seizure and fell, landing on her 2-month-old baby. Both died 7 years ago today on Labor Day.
Losing the house is important, but all these are pictures of her daughter and the grandbaby together that she lost.
Knight says off camera, the photos of her relatives is all she has left. And as the boards went up, families searched through the charred home one last time and found a single photo untouched, waiting to be taken with them.
The house burned down on Labor Day, the same day that her daughter and her granddaughter passed away. It's a blessing that she was able to get away and nothing was able to happen to her.
Now, firefighters say the home can be salvaged. It just has heavy smoke damage. And as for Mom, she's staying with her mother until she can revisit the home again. Ashley, back to you.
Ken, thanks very much. Magic Springs patrons wait outside for hours today at the amusement park after some confusion over a Groupon. Take a look at these photos sent to us by a woman that we talked to. She said she waited in this line after managers told her the online voucher for a discounted full-day admission was not valid until after the 12th of September. Now, the woman says she and about 50 people were under the impression they could use the discount today. We checked the advertisement, which does read in fine print that it's effective after the 12th. The woman says managers finally honored the Groupon and let the group in the park about 3 hours later. Because money matters, if you've stopped to fill up your gas tank, you probably noticed the price has been right. Gas prices continuing to drop across Arkansas. The average right now, $2.12 a gallon. AAA says this may not be the lowest it goes either. Gas prices are predicted to fall below $2 by Christmas. And new tonight, Little Rock police have arrested a person of interest in connection with a homicide. Police say they have arrested Cleveland West. Cedric West, though, his brother, is still on the loose tonight. Take a good look at this man here. Little Rock police say they're wanted in connection to a 2015 homicide. Police believe Cedric West could be driving a mid-2000s white Crown Victoria with a possible handicap tag on it. If you have any information about Cedric's whereabouts, you're asked to call police. A state senator's social media post has him in the hot seat tonight. Senator Jason Rapert posted this comment on Twitter Saturday. It says, quote, "Not smart to come up and harass somebody in a parking lot who's carrying a handgun. Better be glad you decided to walk away. Hashtag armed and ready." A man who claims the state leader was talking about him found the post and responded, but Rapert explained on his Facebook page that isn't about the man. Hundreds of people have commented saying it was wrong, but a Republican strategist says it was a smart move.
I think taking to social media afterward to explain the situation is the much better thing to do. But the reality is you just can't surprise people anymore in parking lots or ambush people out of the blue. We live in a different world.
We did talk to the senator over the phone today, but he would not say who the Twitter comment was about. We've learned a well-known Conway firefighter has lost his battle with cancer. Wayne Hartness was a member of the Conway Fire Department for more than 20 years. He died this morning. We know his family is still working on funeral arrangements. We'll keep you posted. Another hot air balloon makes a landing in a front yard here in central Arkansas. People living on Congressional Circle in West Little Rock were shocked to watch this morning as that giant balloon landed in the middle of their neighborhood. Take a look. It all happened at 8:30 this morning. Neighbors we talked to say the balloon operators almost landed on their roof.
And he said, "It's a hot air balloon." And I walked out, and at that point, the fellow leaned over out of the basket and said, "We're going to land in your yard, okay?" And sure. We said, "Sure."
Didn't really have a choice, did they? It appears the hot air balloon that made the neighborhood landing today is the same one that landed in a different West Little Rock neighborhood back in August. An 8-foot-long snake missing for months is found in Conway. Check out this picture that Conway police took with the boa constrictor. This was from the Glen Echo Trailer Park on Sunday. Now, the owner told people that the snake had been missing for 3 months, but it wasn't called in until yesterday. Today celebrated as the unofficial end to summer. Many of us were out grilling, maybe at the lake. Well, in one Arkansas town, that meant a citywide carnival. Have a look at this event that draws in local politicians and also boosts the town's population by the thousands. And a popular hiking trail reopens in Arkansas this weekend after a rainy summer. The changes in the works to keep the scenic trail open in the future.
And this last long weekend of summer, pretty much living up to its name. In Little Rock today, all the way up to 99 degrees this afternoon. Hottest temperature in almost a month. We've got another hot day on the way before some changes are in the forecast. We'll let you know all the details in just a couple minutes.
Now from the station you count on for local news that matters. This is KARK 4 News at 10 in high definition with Bob Clausen, Ashley Katz, Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan, and Aaron Peters with the Razorback Nation Report.